When old photos of Melania Trump resurfaced online, the internet's reaction was swift and intense. The images, which had been taken years ago during her modeling career, quickly went viral, sparking widespread debate. However, it wasn't the photos themselves that caused the frenzy, but rather the context in which they were reintroduced. Melania Trump has built a public image over the years as a composed and polished figure, especially during her time as First Lady. So, when these more relaxed and casual modeling photos reappeared, many were taken by surprise. The stark contrast between her current persona and her earlier career shocked some viewers, igniting heated discussions. Supporters of Melania were quick to defend the images, pointing out that they were taken long before she was thrust into the global spotlight. To them, the photos showcased a confident and professional side of her earlier life, nothing more, nothing less. They argued that it wasn't the photos themselves that were problematic, but rather the tendency of modern media to resurface old moments and create a story out of them. On the other hand, critics were quick to label the photos as inappropriate or even scandalous, using exaggerated language to amplify their shock value. This kind of framing fueled clicks and shares, pushing the images further into public consciousness and making them a talking point far beyond their original context. Media outlets played into this dynamic by focusing heavily on the word outrage, ensuring the controversy stayed in the public eye for longer. Yet, as the initial noise faded, many began to question why these photos had been treated as scandalous in the first place. After all, they were taken during a time in Melania's life that was already widely known. What was more striking was Melania's response, or rather, her lack of one. She chose not to comment on the renewed attention, allowing the moment to pass without further escalation. This silence spoke volumes, reinforcing her approach of staying above the fray of online controversy. As the conversation evolved, the real discussion began to shift. People stopped debating the photos themselves and began questioning the double standards that exist when it comes to how certain images are treated depending on who is involved. In the end, the real issue wasn't about the bikini photos or what they revealed about Melania Trump. It was about how easily narratives can be manipulated when old moments are brought into the present. And as usual, the internet proved that perception often matters more than reality.